interesting one when it comes to the championship itself. We have two drivers on 80 points, and I am here with Catname and T before I go any further.
Hello there.
And obviously you know who I am already. I am Sam, your main commentator for tonight. There's a Ferrari going out, there's also a Williams going out. I believe that might be Banana Josh, who is a reserve. We've got a few reserves tonight who are doing, but a good lineup, good what do you call it here today. We've got 18 drivers, so a good attendance here today, pretty much.
I think that's the best this season.
Well, Banana Josh is going out now. Yeah, that is the best this season, I believe. So Wolbieg was the first driver out, so he's going to be interesting to watch out for. There's quite a few drivers now coming out of the pits, obviously as expected, on the outlap. There are interesting tyre strategies as well. Let's just have a look at them right now. In terms of fitted, look at that. Soft tyres, medium tyres, some on the hard tyres as well. So it's very, very interesting to see. I just need to, obviously, need to share the stream, so I'll be back with you in a second. Catname Minty can talk for a bit if he likes.
I haven't done this in a while, have I?
No, you have not.
Well, Nexus Hardline will be replacing me in the Red Bull, of course, as I stopped league racing. I think my audio is too high, but I'll ignore that.
Yeah.
I think Walbeck will be starting his lap. Yeah, he's going on to the what's that corner?
I don't know. I don't know my corners very good.
I just put up a track map. He's slowing down to get a good exit of the last corner.
Okay, so I've just tweeted
is
that
there
out.
Anyone else close to him? Yeah, there is. He will be starting their laps right now. Walbeck is on the soft tire. I don't know, I think it's C4 maybe?
I don't know, but I don't think they really have that in this game, but we're going to stick on board with Wahlberg, because as you can see, he's the first one out on a flying lap. Cohen's just gone to a flying lap, but there's yellow flags in sector 3, there's probably people just slowing down.
Oh, there's a lot of traffic. Sam and Banana Josh are like 2 seconds within each other.
It's going to be interesting with Banana Josh, because obviously he lives in Australia, so incredible, in my opinion, it's incredible dedication right now at the moment. But you went and said, what's the O for?
There was yellow flags, I can't see what for, but Plix and Tony go really close to each other.
Ooh, they're both on medium and soft tyres.
Both going up Radion. As there's yellow flags in sector 1, that's ahead of us. Right
Somebody
now,
crashed out, I don't know.
That's someone on the right, I don't know who that is. Next hardline.
Next is Hardline. What's happened to him?
I don't know. He was really slow on the count straight.
Team
I
Instant
know if he
has
has
said,
front wing damage or something.
Team Instant said hello from England. We are from, well, I am from England as well, so well, this is being streamed from England, so hello as well. And oh my word, Warbeck's out of the session. He's lost the car and he's completely spun it. Oh my word.
In what sector?
Matt's done the same thing as well, so Matt's out. I believe he's crashed into the wall after turn 1. Oh my word, what's happened?
I just saw that on White Load Bipley's POV.
Oh, it's Gavin. That's yeah, hello Gavin, mate. Hello. Right. So while Billy is warming his tyres up, he must have invalidated somewhere. Let's go on pause with Lawman's right now. This is gonna be interesting to see how he's doing. And also, Racing Potch has set a message. Hey guys, from Sweden here. Hello, Racing Potch. How are you doing? So
Flix, I think, is getting traffic right now. Flying Cooper, 144.1.
Beats out
Flix,
Flix.
144.5. It's a decent lap with traffic. He had Tony and Banana Josh. Oh, that's Dylan. Oh, that's
Dylan's fastest lap.
It's Cohen.
What's happened to
Cohen
him?
Spawn up on Radion.
Didn't set a lap time
Lucky to
either.
not retire his car.
Right, so who is out on a lap time right now? Womble is out on a lap time right now. We're going to stick a ball with him at the moment. He's warming up his tyres, so he has actually invalidated.
More yellow flags
Dane
in
Star,
sector.
he's lost the car a little bit. Is he going to continue with his lap? He does go 6 faster, but if you notice at the end there, he did lose his car a little bit, hence why he's 2 seconds behind there. Let's look at the back here. Wide load Billy still yet to set a lap time. I think he's invalidated as well, which is not going to help him at all.
I'm checking who's starting. I think Womble will be starting a lap. I think he is. Yeah, he is.
Must be. I know who I'm looking for, but I can't find it. There he is. Let's see how Banana Josh is doing at the moment, because this, like I said, it's interesting because we need to figure out if obviously the internet is fine from his side of view, obviously, and everyone else's side of view. Looks pretty fine to me, in my opinion. So we're not going to worry too much about that. Anybody on laps right now? Midnight and Tony are on out laps. Let's see where they are right now.
Womble and Sam is coming up to sector 3.
Ooh.
Womble trying to get the slipstream from Tony as Tony pulls off on the camel straight. Yellow flags, that's Cohen letting people through.
Anybody on fresh lap tyres except from Tony and Midnight? That's going to be interesting to see. I think Midnight is the closest from getting on a lap. Hello, the 5 people who are watching currently. Sem has still not set a lap time yet.
At the end of his lap. And that will be a 1 minute 40. 5-0, that puts him. He's the fastest hard runner right now.
That's good to see for Sem. He's actually within 2 seconds of the fastest soft runner as well, Dylan as well. So that's an impressive lap time, if I have to say. Cohen has retired for the session.
Goes into P4. Was Hardline already there, or
I don't think Hardline was there. If I'm being honest,
that's a surprise.
He's doing pretty well so far. I wouldn't really say it's a surprise at the moment, but
I never saw him race, so that's a surprise for me.
I don't think we've ever seen him race, but a similar thing with all the Nexus guys. They all seem to be pretty fast, so don't underestimate them at all. Womble,
he locks up into the bus stop.
Let's see how Womble finishes off this lap.
Doesn't seem the best. 1 minute 40.
Let's not forget he has got old medium tyres, so let's
this
not
man
that.
On the mediums, I think. No, it's Plix.
Okay, let's go to Midnight right now. We'll stick on board with Midnight. This is your championship leader, joint championship leader at the moment. Let's not forget Dylan is also the championship leader, both on 80 points. What an exciting, tasty last 2 races we have with these 2 battling for the championship, and it will go neck and neck to the wire to find out who is going to be crowned the champion of the first season of EPR. We've already discussed who we think it's going to be. I think it's going to be Midnight. I don't know who Minty has, but I've discussed with other people. Everyone's saying it will be Midnight. We did a poll as well. The poll is still open, 6 days left. So if you want to check that out, just go on our Twitter. You will have to scroll down a little bit to find it, but you should find there with 6 days left or 5 days left that you can vote for who you think is going to be the world champion at the end of the season with 2 races to go. Your votes are VRT Midnight or TTGG Warren. Gavin is still in contention, but he is very unlikely now since he is 7 points behind and he is not able to race today.
I think IMD is still in contention mathematically.
He is, but he's miles behind right now. We have now got 7 people watching the stream. Hello.
Going into the bus stop.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you may be. These 7 people who are watching right now. Midnight comes around the final corner
he goes
and pole position.
Provisional pole position. By 2/10.
Dylan at the moment on an out lap as well. Womble on an actual flying lap still, but he should come into the pits now. Tony first is about to finish. He's actually got something for Plix, but I think he has it invalidated again. He needs to set a proper lap time.
In sector 3.
Probably a lot of drivers coming in.
And Banana Josh starting their laps.
Let's see how Lawmans is doing. Let's go on board with Banana Josh as he is the next driver I see to be off and away on his flying lap. Banana Josh, let's see how he does in the Williams today. And something happened to Cohen. He is not happy. He is in the stream as well. But Banana Josh doing okay behind Tony at the moment. Maybe leeching a little bit off Tony at the moment for speed. It's going pretty well so far. He's got a little bit of lag, but you expect that since he is from Australia. You wouldn't expect it to be absolutely perfect. I'm hoping it doesn't screw everyone over, and obviously he doesn't hope that either, but he has said he has raced in European servers before and he should be fine as he goes very wide through that corner. Shouldn't damage him too much.
Now he's heading into Pouron. Very important corner. Fast left-hander.
A little bit wide.
He getting validated. Maybe.
Potentially. He seems to still be going the way beforehand. Lawmans has gone into the pits. A little bit of a lock up there from Banana Josh, if you just noticed. Tony's still not set a lap time. He wants to set a lap time soon. Liam is on a flying lap right now, and so is Imadi. And also Flying Cooper at the front as well, and Dylan as well. So I don't know where Dylan is on the track, but let's just stick with Banana Josh for now. Let's just wait.
Going into Blanchimont.
Let's just...
Tony getting a lot of slipstream from Plix. Plix pulls off.
Very, very good for Tony. Tony looking very promising through this corner. Plix goes into the pits. Good strategy there from the Mercedes boys.
And Tony goes 6th.
And Banana Josh goes 9th as well. He actually beats Plix at his time. Let's go on board with Dylan as he's now coming through the bus stop chicane. He's 3/10 up, so right now if he could just keep the way he's driving, he's going to get pole position provisionally right now. And he has done so.
Oh, barely.
Not the last set though. I was expecting 0.029 head at Midnight. Midnight could probably beat that. But now let's go on board with Flying Cooper. And Flying Cooper, I think, has spun it a little bit. Because as I went on to him, kind of was going slow around that corner. He's maybe lost the car. But I'm a D now coming through the final corners at the moment. Doing very well on this lap time at the moment. 1 minute 32 at the moment. It's now coming down to bus stop. He's obviously not going to get pole position on this lap time, but let's see how he does on the medium tyres. See how promising this lap is going to be. It's 1 minute 44.
That is P4.
P4 on the mediums. That is pretty impressive.
1 second off.
That's very impressive, if I have to say. Next is Hardline, who is also set a lap time on the soft tyres. A lot of drivers have not decided to go on the softs yet, but next is Hardline's on the soft tyres. He'd probably want to benefit to get a good start. Womble's also on the soft tyres. I believe his fastest is the medium, so we'll actually go on board with Womble right now as he's
up Rouge / Radion.
Whatever you want to call it. I do not want to talk about it because I always forget it myself, and I think he's invalidated. Yep, that happens all the time. Liam's still at the back of the grid, except from Lawmans, because Lawmans has not set a lap time yet.
I'm not sure if Billy is on a flying lap. No, he's not. I think he got invalidated.
Dane's on a flying lap.
5/10 off.
5/10 up. Let's see how he does. Sem is the surprising one at the moment. He has the hards fitted, so he hasn't set a soft lap yet. He'll need to come into the pit soon because it's a long lap around Belgium, so you want to get into pit soon and then get a lap time. He goes up to 10th place. Probably not what he wants too much, but 1 second up on his time. Womble has invalidated. He doesn't want to do that on the soft tyres. What's happened? What's the
Hardline was on a flying lap, but he just went wide into bus stop.
He probably invalidated anyway, as it looks like. Anyone on a lap time right now? Billy, nope. Womble, nope. Imadi is probably on a lap time right now, but he's probably not being able to. No, he's actually running out of fuel, so there's no way he is on a lap.
I think Billy is on a lap.
No, because he invalidated. I'm gonna go on board with Plix right now, because Plix, at this current point, at the moment, he's on an outlap. He will be the first driver on these fresh tyres to set a lap on these new set of tyres, and obviously we're getting to the end of the session now, so the amount of rubber on the track is high, so grip levels will be at its highest by this point. But like I said, if you want to get out of the pits, you'll have to get out of the pits as soon as possible now. And I think Plix has, well, he's on an outlap, so invalidations don't really matter at all. Sam is planning on going for the mediums here. It's going to be interesting at this current point.
Right now I'm going on board with Billy.
Billy's
Radion invalidated. That's good. Yellow flags.
Set to 3. That would be Plix, because Plix is moving over to the side to get ready for his lap. I was witnessing that. Tim is on a lap right now, actually, so I'm going to go on board with Tim. Z comes up El Rouge / Radion, whatever you want to call it. Does it pretty smoothly, does it pretty well as well. The Renault driver in 3rd position right now definitely has the potential to beat Midnight and Dylan. But at the moment, 6 tenths off, he's got a lot to gain. He's gained a little bit though from Sector 1. So sector 2 is going to be an interesting one for him. If he can just get more up on that sector 2 time, he can close the gap between second to third place at the moment. But there's a lot of gaps in the track right now. This is a long circuit, you expect that. Is Lawman's going to come out for a lap time or not? Because he's got 2 minutes left, and I don't know if that may have been a validation. Doesn't look like it. He seems to be keeping up same pattern he was going. Plix is on a lap time right now. I'll move over to him once Tim has finished his lap. Lawman's needs to get out of the pits. People who are in the pits right now need to go.
Plix. He's going into Brussels. I think that's how you pronounce it.
A little wide from Tim there at the moment. He's now coming down to the final straight before the bus stop chicane. Again, I'm terrible with names, so bear with me, obviously.
I found that both marks come out at the same time.
Yeah, they played a team game. They played a team game a lot of the time. I know that Plix and Tony are they are the French friends. They are great together as well. But Tim coming around the final corner, he's up, but nowhere near challenging the top two, the two title rivals. Obviously, as we go on board with Plix, Tim has retired from the session. There's nothing he can do with his lap time anymore. Plix comes round to the final straight, and I think that's Tony just behind, setting up for a lap time. This is very good work, very good tactics from the Mercs. I don't know if Tony has given a little bit of a toe for Plix in this lap. At the moment, it looks like Plix is going to pay the favour anyway and give Tony something as he goes through to the final corner of the bus stop chicane.
Dylan having contact with Womble.
Oh, Womble's got a 5 grid penalty for it. Oh, I don't think Plix has improved.
That was very weird.
What's happened there?
I went into Dylan's onboard view, and he kind of like bounced off Womble.
Oh, that's strange. Strange, obviously, but I'm on board with Tony now, who's getting the toe from Plix. It looks like at the moment, had to be careful here to this corner. He doesn't want to get too close to Plix, but this is going to help Tony a lot. The two tenths up already. Now, obviously, he's got 1.4 seconds off the lead lap though. But if these two keep going, Tony will definitely be up there considerably for third place and challenging Tim. Maybe even challenging for the lead if drivers cannot improve. Everyone's now on laps. Next is Harlow's on that out lap. Is he a bit too late? Lawman's still set to set a lap. He's the only one yet to set a lap out of the drivers who have not retired, obviously. We'll go on board with him in a minute. He'll be the next driver to go on board with, but we'll stick on board with Tony. I don't know if Lawman's is furthermore on the track, but right now it's going pretty well for Tony's lap time, as he's now about to go on to sector 3. Let's see how far his lap is. It's only 4 tenths still. So although it's helped him get probably onto the second row right now, other drivers will be probably improving their lap times through here. Obviously this is a long straight, so he's probably going to tell Plix just to slow down a tad bit, just to give him that extra slipstream, but it's Plix too far ahead. Liam goes 8 fastest, so that's impressive from Liam, beating out Plix. He's really starting to show his colours towards the end of the season right now, but Tony comes around the final corner.
Is 110 down, up, I mean.
It's 110 up. Oh, as Tony, I think, has... Unfortunately, he has invalidated his lap on the final corner, but as I'm going to go on board with Lawman, since he's the last man to set a lap time who obviously has not crashed out or retired in any sort of way. It's 1 minute 15 through sector 2 as he goes on to sector 3. This is looking strong for Lawman's right now. It's looking very strong.
Midnight gets pole position.
Midnight's got pole currently. Let's not count out other people. Other people still got set lap times. D has retired from the session. This is looking ever so more likely for Midnight, as I'm still on board with Lawman's. I'm still on board with Lawman's right now. 1 minute 42, 1 minute 43. He goes third place, beats out Cooper, and it looks like Midnight has got the pole position, unless somehow Harline can beat him out. But it doesn't look likely. Look at him. He's already in the 1 minute 44, and that will be a pole for Midnight. That will be pole for Midnight. What some qualifying. There's a lot of gaps, but obviously you expect that because this is a long circuit. But look at that. Midnight does take the pole position. Dylan in second. Look, the two title rivals, first and second. This is going to be very, very tasty into turn 1. Lawman's in third. Flying Cooper in fourth. Once again, showing a very impressive qualifying. And for the Racing Point as well, as he is in the Racing Point. I'm pretty sure I told him to go in the Haas, but either way, let's not worry about it too much. Tim in 5th place, Plix in 6th place, Womble in 7th place, but he has picked up a 5-second grid penalty. Whether that will be discussed after the race, I do not know. Sem in 8th place, Hardline in 9th, and D in 10th. Tony down in 11th, that's not where Tony wants to be. Liam in 12th, Wilo Billy in 13th, Banana Josh 14th, etc. Gavin has changed his name back to Gavin from Team Instant. I don't know why he keeps switching, but oh well. And obviously we do not have the Gavin gang here today, unfortunately, because Gavin obviously isn't racing. So again, very unfortunate that Gavin isn't racing. Swatcat is here, by the way.
Dylan told us that, of course, Midnight is now 1 point ahead in the standings.
Oh yeah, he is as well. He's 1 point ahead, so that's interesting to see. So Dylan knows that now he needs to beat. If Midnight beats him in positions and everything, he also gets that 1 point advantage at the moment. But let's just talk about Swatcat. Swatcat at the back now. He obviously is a new rookie to this, because obviously he is new to sim racing and he's looking to actually get some points under his belt. He will start at the back today. Do you see him doing alright today? He's not the fastest of drivers, but he's been given the opportunity.
I don't think he's getting the points, but he could get in the top 10.
He's definitely got a chance to. Boring formation lap. Everyone hates the formation lap, obviously.
We have 19 drivers, which is amazing.
19 out of 20, almost a full house. And Cooper, I think he said in the chat 20 cars with those Love Heart eye things, and we were very close to that, Cooper. Oh my word, if we got a full house. I mean, I know we've had to depend on some reserves, but we haven't had to depend on much. A lot of the drivers here are first tier drivers. I believe 14 or 15 of them are first tier drivers that have turned up today. So it's not the fact that we've depended too much on the reserves. It's only 4 of them are reserves, I believe so. So we've done pretty well. Matthew us at the back. That's very shocking, isn't it? And Womble starts 17th actually. So it's a big drop there.
It's looking interesting with the strategy. I think it could be a one-stop because there are lots of people even down the grid are going on the softs.
I think the medium. Do you think the reverse strategy could be interesting? Surprisingly, I've been told about Womble and he likes to go the reverse strategy. At the moment, he hasn't gone the reverse strategy, so either I've been told wrong, or you know,
maybe he thought that'd be the reverse strategy.
Perhaps, maybe, but everyone did set times on the soft tyres. Nexus set times on the soft tyres as well, despite being told it was a medium hard, but he did go softs. Probably gone hard at the end. So
there's some clouds in the sky.
So before we
not too much.
I don't think it's going to rain. I think it looks pretty dry for the entire race, but I'm just going to say, who has surprised you in this qualifying session? Who?
Never saw Lurmans. No offense. I think it's a shock that Dylan and the Midnight were so close to each other and the rest were not as close.
A lot of drivers they're actually at the grid already, and I don't know what's going on there. A little bit annoying, that is.
That's a lot.
It's quite a lot few, isn't it?
Yeah.
Either way,
I think he could get in the points if he gets lucky.
Either way, Midnight will obviously lead out of turn 1 as it looks like, but Dylan, he will have that inside up there, but he's going to look behind, he's going to see that pink panther in front, and he's going to be like, I want to overtake you as quick as possible. What do you think he's going to do, Dylan, knowing that he may have to sacrifice everything in this race if he is behind Midnight?
I wouldn't be surprised if he does a Senna.
I doubt that'll happen, but if it does happen, then wow, it could be very toasty.
God, this is amazing.
It could be very close towards the front here. Indeed, you've got Flying Cooper there as well. He has really impressed me in qualifying recently, and so obviously has Lawmans. He did very, very well. And Gavin has said good luck to everyone. My good luck goes out to everyone as well. And I'm sure Minty sends his good luck to everyone as well. These drivers have been sitting on the grid for a while. Those ones have. Either way. But
and that's Midnight in the number 13 racing point, lining up on the grid. Pole position, it's on the right, so he'll take the inside line.
Gonna be interesting. Like, don't be phased by this. They won't go off after the 5 lights go out. This is not the 5 lights. I can assure you. There you go. There's your answer. They are now about to start. It's probably around 4 or 5 lights out now, and they are going to go out any second now. And we are finally underway. So after that anticlimactic start, but at the moment Midnight gets a good start off. As cross Dylan going to do. Oh, look at Flying Cooper on the inside. And look also at Renault as well. Norman's up to second place. There's a bit of battling at the back, and Williams has gone wide. That's Warbier. Swatcat's at the back, but there's a lot of battles at the back and at the front at the moment. Look at the start from Norman's. Dylan's down to P4. Look at him, he's gone wide as well.
That's a Red Bull.
That's a Red Bull. Is that D? No, that's Nexus Hardline. That's Hardline on his debut. He's all the way at the back. Oh my word, has he lost some front wing? What's he got? I think he's got some front wing damage. It's not going to tell me. I think he has. Yes, he definitely has. He's got no front wing there. Anyway, back to the front then. Flying Cooper in third place. Lawman's in second at Midnight. Holds his lead in first. Dylan down to fourth place. What does this do to his championship hopes at the moment? At the moment, he's right behind Flying Cooper. Swatcat's received a 5-second penalty. What's he done to Hardline there? What on earth has happened there? I have no idea what's happened there. Danestar's retired from the session as well. As Danestar smashed into a wall there. There he is. Yes, he has smashed into the wall there. And unfortunately, not the race he would have wanted to start off with at the moment. But look at Midnight still leading this race. Flying Cooper in third. Teammates with Midnight. No idea if they're talking to each other and maybe telling Cooper to defend for his life over Dylan, knowing how fast Dylan actually is. But Flying Cooper's doing a good job at the moment.
Two cars separating the two championship leaders.
It's very, very close indeed. But Lawmans is doing a good job ahead as well, getting away from Cooper. But look at Dylan making a big dive bomb. What's Cooper going to do? Is Cooper going to respond? He's on the outside line.
Is he gonna... traction?
He's got the better traction. He's got past him. And look at Tim. Look, watch Tim. Watch Tim. Tim could overtake Dylan. He'll have the inside line here. What's he going to do? Is he going to overtake all of them? Wide. Oh my word, he's going to do it. And Flying Cooper's going to lose position. Look at the Mercedes as well.
Gets the better traction.
Look at the Mercedes as well. Right behind them as well. And Sam as well is gearing up.
P4.
Dylan's back into P4, but Tim's now up to P3. Oh, Dylan's gone wide. Dylan's gone wide.
Oh my god.
I've almost lost my voice there. Dylan has gone wide. Now he's down to 7th place. Match is retired for the session. He must have spun out at El Rouge. But oh my word. Oh my word. And look at Cohen. Cohen is now fighting for 7th place with Dylan. Dylan has been completely... Oh my word. But Dylan is right down to 7th place now. He has got a lot of catching up to do. Oh my word. Yeah, Gavin, I know I completely lost it. My voice just wouldn't go no more. Anyway, but
Midnight has a 1
oh
second
my word,
lead.
what happened there? Dylan completely, he's completely lost it there. He's lucky that he didn't spin out there. He is lucky that he has kept it going on the track, but oh my word, it's been a crazy race start at the moment, and dramatic as well, because the championship leader, joint championship leader Dylan, is now in 7th place, while the championship leader at the current moment is Midnight, and it's quite commanding as well.
It's also a 2-3 for Renault. We'll probably see them second in the constructors.
Let's look at Plix though. He's eyeing up Tim. Is he going to go into the bus stop chicane, looking for a very, very optimistic move? It doesn't look likely. He's going to stick behind them at the moment as he goes into gear 2 right now and through the bus stop chicane. How is he doing? And Gavin saying go Tim, go. Tim is literally what I'm saying as well.
On the back of them.
Yeah, Dylan
DRS has been enabled.
Dylan knows that has completely compromised his race at the moment. He probably needs to cross his fingers to hope about Midnight at the moment as he's getting away from Lawmans quite convincingly. Oh my god, my voice needs to break from all that.
Oh, that's Flying Cooper in the wall.
Oh, Flying Cooper's in the wall, is he? Oh no. Oh, El Rouge is...
Oh, Bradion.
El Rouge, or whatever. Anyway, El Rouge is just always going to hinder your lap times. Womble's he's actually pitted, so he's gone on the hard tyres. This is risky. Flying Cooper's retired for the session, unsurprisingly in my opinion.
No racing point protection now from Dylan.
That's good for Dylan then. Sam just ahead of him though, and we know how good Sam is as a racer. I'm sure we all do. He'll probably
say Cohen with an amazing start from P15.
Oh yeah, he's up to P7. Plix has made an amazing start as well, all the way up to P4 as well at the moment. Midnight still leading this race. Lawman's up to second, so it's a good debut for Lawman's as well. He's had a pretty interesting debut. See
Midnight
how he
2
does.
seconds up.
Midnight is 2 seconds up. Indeed, he's getting well away from everyone else as Dylan's championship hopes are starting to slip away from him. Obviously, we do have one more race after this, but if Dylan finishes in the position he is in currently, it looks doubtful when we look at Midnight's. Obviously, his form in the EPR, he's got a podium in every race except from Britain. Danes apparently got taken out. If you could just send that to if you could just send some sort of video clip or something to the EPR Twitter account, I will be sure to take a look at it as soon as possible.
Dylan is ready to pounce on Sam.
Yeah, let's see how he does up El.
EPRS.
Let's see how he does up El Rouge. Obviously, up El Rouge is where he lost the car. Here we go. Rally on as well. Now he's going to have DRS.
Overtaking Tim for P3.
This is very close. What's Tim going to do? Is he going to start? And Liam's retired position. Everyone is losing it up
that's
El
3
Rouge.
white for Cohen, Tony and Walbeck.
Oh, is it now?
It was for momentarily.
Oh, look at this. Very, very close between these two. And look, I think Tony's on the medium tyres. And look at Walbeck almost losing it and almost smashing into Cohen there.
Into Brussels.
Very, very close between them. Oh, look at Walbeck's wing. He's got a little bit of wing damage. If you've noticed.
Oh.
And there's virtual safety car as well.
There's a virtual safety car.
This may save him a little bit, I guess, because now Cohen can't overtake him until probably the last straight, which is good for him because he can go into the pits.
Probably angry.
Yeah,
because of this.
Probably is. If it was a normal safety car and not a virtual safety car, it would have helped him absolute loads. Obviously, if you can't get everything you want,
he's just losing time.
Swat Cat is completely out of this race. He's like 1 minute behind everyone.
Top 8 right now.
Just Swat Cat is like 1 minute behind everyone. I don't know what's happened to him. I believe he's coming to the pits.
It's a winding race for the Red Bulls right now.
That is correct right now. Down in 12th and 14th, not what I wanted. Especially D, considering that D hasn't actually made a pit stop yet.
It's green, it's green, it's green.
It's green, and we are underway again. Tim has kind of lost a lot to Plix there, 9/10 off him now. But behind them is Sem, and then obviously Dylan.
Lorman's caught up a lot.
He did catch up a lot, so Midnight probably did underestimate the green flags. And Gavin, be quiet, just don't talk about it.
No. Dylan should have the advantage as Sam is on the medium.
There's yellow flags, is that the one? Is that something to do with the fact that Swat Cat has retired, I assume, because he's just retired? He's actually gone into the wall,
and
so...
it's clean upper rouge. No. Sam is overtaking Tim for P4. Tim is dropping down the grid.
Look at Dylan in the background there, he's still waiting to overtake, and Tim looks like he may keep P4.
Oh, nearly contact.
It's going to be very close, there's a little bit of contact, I think... and look at Dylan! Oh my word! Dylan is absolutely
going into Brussels.
Oh, a little bit of a lock up now. Tim and Dylan side by side, very close between them. As I was just
that was a great overtake.
Oh my word! And Dylan up to 4th place now. Tim down into 5th, and Sam all the way down into 6th now. But still, Dylan with an impressive move there, and that just shows how much he really wants this championship. He wants it a lot. He's going for it
in the championship.
Well, he's not P2. He's not P2 in the championship. He's P1 in the championship. But currently, right now, he's P2. Oh my word! Oh
my
he's just about saved him. Oh my word! At the moment, Dylan has lost. Oh, the nerves are starting to kick in right now for the Ferrari driver. He's got so much pressure now, obviously, because he could be winning a championship. But right now, the pressure's starting to get to him. This is going to be a great story to tell, really.
Oh, and Sem is going down the inside of Tim.
Going into the bus stop between these two. As Sem into the corner goes 5th place. But Dylan's now going to be under pressure. But Dylan is on these soft tyres. He almost lost it at that corner. It's not really the corner you usually lose it. But oh my word. And Gavin has just basically said what I want to say. And that was a heartbeat from my body skipped. Exactly my saying as well. I'm pretty sure my heart skipped the beat, so that was close. That was a total almost loss for Dylan, pretty much, if he was in the wall, because obviously
Dylan
Midnight
is 6 seconds behind Midnight.
He is 6 seconds behind Midnight, but obviously who said he cannot catch up Dylan is a monster when it comes to fastest lap sometimes, but so is Midnight. If you haven't seen it, he is caught up to drivers for like 6 seconds behind with 3 laps to go. Absolutely stunning drives from Midnight in EPR so far, but Dylan at the moment is just not proving credible enough for the championship lead at the moment, as it looks like Midnight will be championship lead at the moment, but we still have a lot of laps to go. Who said Midnight can't make a mistake? Who said he can't get complacent and just make a simple mistake? Because right now Plix, he's up to 3rd place, and look at Dylan, he's closing in on him, and also the guys behind, he's created a gap, Dylan, so he's got a lot of clean air at the moment to catch up with Plix. Plix is catching up to Lawmans as well, so Lawmans is probably off the power a little bit at the moment. No, he's on the power apparently. Stick on board with Plix just for now, just to see what happens. Tim and Sem are battling as well, so that could be interesting. Let's just go with these two. Let's see what Tim can do, because Tim is gaining on Sem at the moment. Is he going to go and make a move? Line. Yeah, a little bit of a weird line, but is he going to go for a move here? No, he is not.
He's waiting.
He's waiting. Yes, he is. Obviously, probably waiting as well for
Dylan with her fastest lap.
That's what we like to see. Dylan now.
47-1.
Dylan's now starting to get in his groove, and the fact that it could really change the championship if he starts to get in his groove, because he has an extra point to what he would currently have, so he would have 9 points at the moment compared to Midnight's 16 points. That is 7-point gaps, and that is possible for Dylan to gain back from. Unfortunately, he's not had the race of dreams right now, but he is catching up to Plix, and he has got away from Sem, so that is good. Right now, he's got a lot of clean air. There's yellow flags in sector 1. I think that may have been Billy. Yes, it is Billy. He has lost his front wing. He has lost it at El Rouge, just like a lot of drivers have seemed to already at this current point. Billy, though, down to 10th. I'm sure he's a fighter. He'll keep going till the end of the race, I would have thought. But anyway, Tim so close behind Sam. What's happened in sector 1, sector 2? That is Billy retiring. Quite a few retirements so far. Probably not what we want to see. There's only 13 drivers remaining in this race. It's like they're being knocked off one by one. We'll be able up to
can't catch up.
No, he cannot. He's sticking with him though. Tim is losing a little bit of time to Sem. Very close though between the two of them.
I'm going into Corp Paul Frere. Weird name.
Look at Dylan in the background of Plix. You can see Plix in the front of him. You can see Lawmans in front of him. He wants to line them up and get into second place. And definitely wants to say hello to Midnight one more time in this race. Midnight is miles away though from Lawmans, and actually Dylan goes into the pits. This could be interesting. Looking for an undercut, but Midnight's coming to the pits as well. This is going to be interesting then to see. Let's be completely honest.
Just copied what Midnight has done. Now let's see at their stops. Not the fastest from the Red Bull driver.
Lawmans now loses.
Not the Red Bull, Ferrari, my bad.
Anyway, Lawmans leads this race. Plix is just behind. Plix is kind of catching up a little bit. Let's see how long these drivers will stay out for, and what they're going to react with. Medium tyres for Dylan, so it's a soft medium. Welbieg up to 9th. Oh, has he set the fastest? He set the fastest lap, did he?
On the mediums.
Wow, what an impressive show there from Welbieg. He has got new mediums on, so that probably explains it, but maybe he wants to go medium soft, because right now he's 9th place. Pretty decent. He's 11 seconds behind Dylan, so he could actually be on for some good points here if he can keep it on the road, like a lot of drivers have seemed to not to. Anyway,
Sam right now with the advantage on the mediums.
Sam at the moment in 3rd place. He will probably be leading this race, followed by Tony behind him, because I'm sure Lawmans, Plix and Tim will be coming into the pits soon. But gaps are starting to begin to form, but they probably will be close in again. But look at the gap between Midnight and Dylan. There's still around 4 seconds between them, so that's not too much.
With the 3-second time penalty.
Yeah, 13th, not the greatest race so far, but he's on the hard tyres, so we'll give him a little bit of respect. Hard lines onto soft tyres there, 6 laps, maybe a little bit of a waste, since he probably could do a one-stop still, go onto the hard tyres.
Are in the pit. Oh, and that's Plix. He clipped the wall on the inside.
Oh.
Not sure if he got damaged, but that's Sam into P1.
And yes, that is Sem into P1 on the medium
Fix
tyres.
is also in the pits. He goes on the mediums.
Let's see how far Midnight is off the two current leaders.
Ooh,
Then now,
that's really close, I think.
what happened?
Between Lormans and Clicks.
Very close indeed,
In the
most likely.
pits.
Who is ahead? It looks like it's going to be Lormans. Is Lormans ahead of Dylan there, or has Dylan got out before
No, he's
Dylan
not.
has? Dylan has
But he
got
will
out.
have DRS.
He will. They will have DRS, so we'll stick on board with Lormans for now, as he still has a chance to catch up with Dylan here. He's probably got the advantage here at the moment. Dylan has got no ERS left, and he's started to run out of it a lot. Here comes Lormans then, and Plix as well, but Plix is too far behind. Dylan,
Around the
very
outside. Oh, there's
aggressive.
contact.
A little bit of contact, but not too much. A little bit of a kiss
And
on
Blix
each
hits
tyre.
the back of Lorman.
Oh, has he? Has he got wind damage as well, or no?
No,
has he
he
got away with it?
doesn't.
Is he gonna move in a minute then? So
It is
he's looking
aggressive
at.
from Dylan.
Dylan wants that second place. He wants to make sure he
It's
doesn't lose
getting
any more
into his
ground.
head.
It's getting into his head. He's starting to feel the pressure. He must get away from these drivers now and clear his head. D is in front of him. He's 2 seconds in front of him. How long is D going to go on this stint? We don't know. If he goes an extra 5 laps, then Dylan will probably catch up to him as Hardline picks up another 3-second time penalty. Not what he wants to see.
Tim is on 8 lap hold softs.
He's going pretty well, Tim, at the moment. I would have thought he'd come in this lap. It looks like he might do. Comes around the
According
corner.
to the facts, he'd go down to 8th, which
Well,
is just in the points.
At this current point, Sem, and here he comes into the pit. So Sem at the moment has gained a gap of 2 seconds. This is interesting for Sem. I don't know how far Sem is from the lead right now. We'll check right now. It's about 8-second lead. I believe that's correct. So at the
Midnight
moment,
with a fastest lap.
I believe Sem will come out behind Plix at this current point. So that's interesting. Depends where Tim comes out. He will come out ahead of Tim most likely if he comes into pits as soon as possible. The reverse strategy either could play a treat or could play a trick on Sem at this current point. Don't forget Tony as well behind right now. The provisional leader, but he will be the leader once everyone has come into the pits. Dylan should be in second right now as he needs to catch up to the current championship leader after obviously Midnight picked up that pole position point. Ever so crucial and ever so storytelling in this league. It's probably about to change everything in the league right now, but Dylan needs the race win more importantly. At the moment he is doing alright in second place despite all what's happened. Hardline's retired from the session. I think El Rouge has played another victim to failing there, so that's a huge problem there at the moment.
On the fastest lap situation, Midnight is winning it by 1/10 on Dylan.
Wow, that is to say something. Midnight said obviously in the podcast, if you haven't seen it already, Midnight has turned around and said that he doesn't believe he's fast enough to get pole position. He said he's not fast enough to get fast enough. He said he's not fast enough to get the race win. And guess what he's doing? He's doing all 3 of them. I don't think that fastest lap may stand because there may be a driver that goes on the soft tyres, such as Wolbier, for example. Sem, yeah, that's a good example. Much better example. Same with Tony as well. They're going to play havoc.
He could also get it. Dylan caught up to Imedy. He's in the DRS range.
He must get past him as soon as possible. This is very interesting because he's now like you said, he's probably around just under 4 seconds between him and Midnight at the moment. D has probably got a bit far away for Dylan to challenge at the moment. It said Dylan's on soft tyres, but he's not. He's on medium tyres. That's a bit annoying. Plix and
Will he
Lormans.
catch up to Lormans? No, he won't. Too far away.
Very close between these two. Sem's still leading this race at this current point, doing very well. 4 seconds ahead of Tony, but then 2 seconds back will be the race leader once everyone has pitted. Now Dylan needs to get past D as soon as possible. Once the opportunity is there, he must strike. If he doesn't strike, that could be his championship lead gone, and that'll be Midnight's championship lead for the taking going into the last round of the season, which is next Saturday. And don't forget to tune into that as well if you're enjoying this race. So far it has been a cracker. We're only halfway through, still 50% to go. Stay tuned. Obviously for the next half of this race. And don't forget, like I said, to tune in to next week's race, which is Bahrain, the finale of the season. It's going to be an absolute thriller. Obviously, if it stays the same first and second between these two, it could definitely swing in Dylan's hands next week compared to Midnight's. Also, if you haven't followed us yet, follow us on Twitter at elite_ps_racing, and also subscribe to us on YouTube if you are watching and want to watch more and haven't subscribed yet.
Nice plug-in.
At this current point, though, I'm a D, probably going to defend from Dylan at the moment, because obviously this is full of trap position, but most importantly, Dylan needs to get past here, so he's got some clean air to catch up with Midnight. Midnight is catching up to... Midnight is still very close to Tony as well, so really Midnight
He'll
is...
get past.
Depending when Tony laps, but here we go. D is defending for his life. He will have the inside line. They're going to be side by side, but has Dylan got enough to get past? Yes, he has. He's up to 4th place. Midnight in 3rd, but right now the top 2 still need to pit. But now Dylan is going to...
1 second.
Yeah, he's within a second now. But now Dylan's going to catch up as much as he can before Midnight can get past Tony, who's now 5 seconds behind Sem. So Sem is doing a brilliant job, really, isn't he? So bravo to Sem. At the moment, almost 6 seconds ahead of Tony, and obviously 6 seconds ahead of Midnight, still keeping that gap there. Dylan right now, 3 seconds behind. He's getting away from I'm a D. Right now, Midnight should be catch up to Tony. He's within a second, so he is in with DRS range now. Whether or when he'll make a move will be interesting, but he has set his his ERS to none, so he's probably waiting to the DRS zones to strike with his power. But look at Dylan. Dylan's closing up here at the moment next to Tailline, left the session. And I believe Cohen's just DNF and retired for the session. So it's a double wave yellows. Doubt it will be a safety car or virtual safety car. If a safety car changes absolutely everything. Especially for Sem as well, because Sem will obviously come out like 4th, 5th place.
With a fastest lap.
1:46.4. Wow, he is definitely looking up to the race leaders. I'm not sick, Gavin, actually. It's just the fact this race has literally taken my voice away right now, because obviously Dylan, on multiple occasions, almost pretty much out of this race, and he saved it at both occasions, and that is literally what I mean about the focus that he has had all season. Look at Midnight in front with Tony, side by side. Is Tony going to let him go? Is Tony going to have another go at him? He's a little bit onto the gravel. I think Midnight's now going to get away, and this is going to be very interesting for Dylan. Like, is Tony going to pit, or is Dylan going to catch up to him and have to suffer with a battle?
Midnight on the last lap went 1.4 seconds slower than Dylan.
Dylan is on fire right now, and this is very interesting for Midnight as well, because Dylan is now quite close to him, really, and if Tony can keep up with him and make life a hassle for Midnight. Midnight has definitely still not won this race yet, and Dylan could definitely catch up and win this race. He's actually almost as well caught up with Tony, so that means that he will have DRS from Tony, so he will be catching up to Midnight furthermore from that. So once again, Midnight has still not won this race. Dylan is fighting for his life for the race win. He was down in 7th at one point, so it just comes to show how fast Dylan is. Look at Midnight though. Look at Dylan. Dylan is going much faster to the bus stop chicane, but how far is he going to be off Midnight coming out of the bus stop chicane? Yeah, everyone is coming into the pits. All the medium runners are now in the pits, so now it is all down to Dylan to see what he could do without Midnight. In fact, he's 2 seconds off Midnight, so he's actually lost quite a bit than what I thought he would have had. But Midnight,
not the best strategy for the medium soft runners.
Not really. We don't know yet. Sem has come out in 5th place, so he definitely could catch up to Plix as well, because Plix is on 5 lap old mediums. He's now going to probably line up a mode for Longman's. Probably a bit too far back though. I would have thought so. Yes, he is. So Tim is close to Sem right now, and Tim stays behind Sem. Sem on soft tyres, new fresh soft tyres, See how he does. Tony is eyeing up Wolbieg right behind him here. Gonna be interested to see how these two do. Banana Josh is like 54 seconds off Womble. Look at this true battle here between them. And on the outside here, Tony trying to get Wolbieg on the outside. He will have the inside line for the next corner. It's gonna be very close. Oh, almost contact there. And Tony almost goes into the back of Wolbieg. Wolbieg a bit aggressive there, saying, "No, you will not pass me." So these two are still going to battle more, but Tony is a little far behind now.
Blake's really close to Lorman's right now, as Lorman's made a mistake in sector 2.
Yeah, these two are eyeing up a good battle as well. Dylan now within 2 seconds, so he's caught up a little bit to Midnight, but definitely not enough for in contention to make a move right now. But look at these two battling for third place right now. We haven't seen what penalties are like, but I don't believe Dylan or Midnight have received a penalty yet. If that is so, this could be very, very tasty.
Exactly same lap times, 1:46.8 from both of the championship leaders.
That just comes to show how close and consistent these two are. Plix is right behind Normans. He'll probably get him on the Camel Straight, where he will have DRS on Normans. He has dropped back a little bit. Normans does get a better exit. Sem is right behind as well. He's 4 seconds behind. I say he's right behind, but he could be in touching distance in a couple of laps time. But Plix, is he too far back for Normans? Let's find out. Sticking the DRS, Normans is weaving from side to side, and no, Plix could not make a move into that corner. Goes a little too deep into the corner, I must say. Got a little bit too much off the apex and almost actually spun there. But Lorman's keeping third place as it stands. Dylan now 2 seconds behind Midnight. He's lost a lot of ground to Midnight through sector 2, as it looks like. Wolbieg has dropped a little bit for Tony, so actually Tony's got by Wolbieg, so that's interesting to see. Let's see if any of them's got damage, because these two have been scrapping a little bit. No damage from neither one of them, so very close between the two drivers at the moment. They both will get points at the moment because Imadi is behind, but remember Wolbieg is on old mediums while Imadi is on new softs, so that could be interesting to see as well. So right now, Midnight leading this race. Dylan in second place, 2 seconds behind. He could just about see a Banana Josh
with the fastest lap.
Fastest lap, that's impressive, because he's 53 seconds behind. I wonder if he's had to stop more times than everyone else, because right now that is impressive, really, for Banana Josh.
He has two stops right now to compare. Everyone has one. I mean,
yes, he has. So Banana Josh could be taking that fastest lap point, which is obviously not what Dylan wants. Dylan probably wants that fastest lap big time for Banana Josh there, but as it looks like Dylan's probably not going to get it. Still within 2 seconds of Midnight, but definitely not closing in on him at all right now. Let's have a look at Plix. Tony said the fastest lap. Tony said the fastest lap. There's D with the fastest lap as well. 1 minute 45.8. And let's look at Plix right now, who's planning to make a move on Lormans. He now has DRS. Lormans, what's he going to do? Is he going to let him pass? He's not defending that just yet. Maybe he's going to surprise him, but no, he's letting Plix have a go on him. It's very, very close. Plix again goes quite deep. But is he going to get a better exit? Let's have a look. I think Lormans has kept the position just for now. It's very close between these two, and it's spicing up quite a bit.
Great debut from Lormans.
Yeah, especially at the moment. Yellow flag is sector 1 at the sector 2.
Oh, that's Imadi.
Oh, that's Imadi. Is he out? Is he? Oh. Anyways, so
I'm on board with Wombles right now to see.
Gavin has basically just read my mind and said, imagine if I won in Brazil and still had the chance in the championship. I'd probably say the same to you, Gavin. Completely agree with you. You should have won in Brazil. It's absolute disaster for you. I feel so sorry for you.
Dylan has cut up 1.5 separating them.
And Imadi says he has to leave. Good luck. I don't know if he means he has to leave us or something. I don't know. I don't understand.
I think he has to go for T as the British too.
Oh, okay. I'm assuming so, because we have not done anything too bad for D, so yeah, that's probably fair enough from D's point of view. That's quite late as well. I don't think he's gone for T. It has to be something for more serious. Let's be completely honest with you. Oh, just a race, yeah, thanks for confirming it. I was going to say for a minute, oh no, what have we done now? No, Plix just behind Lormans. He's still not past Lormans though, just yet. Should have him.
Lormans got the better exit of Lasers.
This could be very close. And Lawman's always lost it a little bit. And Plix may get him here. Well, he will get him on the DRS. But now they're going to go side by side. Lawman's will have to let him pass it. So look at Sem in the background. He's now 2 seconds behind these two just because they're battling, and he's on the better tyres as well. That just comes to show how fast Sem is. You really have to underestimate Sem, but believe it, he is quite fast. And look at Dylan, 1.4 seconds off now. He was 2 seconds off, but look at him. He's catching right up to Midnight at the moment. Right ahead of him. That's where he is, and this could be a colossal battle in the next 5 laps. Very close.
That was a good save from Lorman's upper rouge. Lots of people will probably bin it down there. He managed to save it.
Very good driver indeed, Lawman's is. If I had to be honest, Plix at the moment in 3rd place. Look at how many drivers have retired though. We've only got 10 left. That just shows how punishing El Rouge or Radion or whatever you want to call it. You could just call it something very strange, and it's the same thing as what I said or what Minty said. Anyway, it's very close between the top 2 leaders in the championship, and obviously in this race now, very close between them.
It's nearly less than 1 second.
Dylan is on fire right now compared to Midnight at the moment. Midnight, look through the bus stop chicane. Look how much Dylan benefited from there. I believe Dylan's benefited more from there. Look, he's 1.1 seconds off. He's almost in DRS range. I don't know if he's going to get DRS. Maybe he might do. He might not do. Let's have a look. Is he going to be in within a second? It's very close between them.
Dylan is pushing too hard.
Oh, no, I don't think he's pushing too hard at all. I think he's still got a chance here. He won't have DRS, I don't believe. He's got to be careful, though. So obviously it's happened before. He has spun.
Not.
He needs to save ERS.
He doesn't have a lot of ERS.
He has to save ERS, in my opinion. Wasting it like that, there's no point. Must be saved. Midnight has saved it pretty well. He's going to start saving until next lap. Could be very close between these two now, but Dylan has lost quite a bit of ground. Yeah, that's what I was just about to say, but Lawman's is closing up to Plix again, so these two are still not finished battling right now. There's a lot of gaps, though, between everyone else at the moment. Sem is caught right up as well, so this is about to be a freeway battle soon. Look how much Sem is gained through that corner alone, how much grip he has from that corner alone compared to the drivers in front. He's caught right up to them, let's be honest. Plix has got away from Lawman's at the moment, but look at Dylan, still 1.3 seconds off, so still there's quite a lot to go.
If Walbeck stays in P8, that will be 2 points for Williams.
And that'll be another 2 points for Williams then, obviously, because he's got another fastest lap, hasn't he? So, actually, no, he hasn't got another fastest lap, because D got the fastest lap, obviously, so I don't know if
Does he get it because of...
He's retired, so I don't know if he'll get that, you know. I mean, at the moment, if so, I think Dylan has the points that... Actually, no, he doesn't. Sem will have it. No, it's not Sem. No, it's not Sem. It'll be Tony. It'll be Tony who has it.
Barely,
yeah, so Tony is getting
800.
So Tony is getting an extra point at the moment, but Dylan still 1.2 seconds behind Midnight. See how he does. Can he catch up here with Midnight in the next couple of laps? Hopefully he can be in touching distance. We want to see a huge battle on the final lap between these two. And obviously, if something happens,
Sem has caught up.
It'd be an absolute dream.
And Plix.
And you know what you said at the start of this race, Minty, about these two, about, I believe you said Dylan being the centre of the two of them. I think there could be a possibility of this happening and those two taking each other out unintentionally, and obviously, you know, and I think Lawman's has got past Plix, and Plix is very close, but like you said,
back in the podiums.
Could we see a Prost Senna here in EPR and have it happen, but at Belgium, not Japan?
If it happens into the Belgium or Bahrain.
Into the bus stop chicane. Oh my word, that'd be amazing. Let's be completely honest right now, but he's still 1.1 seconds off him, Dylan. Is Dylan gaining though? I believe he's gained through sector 3 more.
It would be more controversial if it happened in Bahrain, our season finale.
It would be, but obviously it'd be controversial here as well, because if both of these retire, it means they pick up no points, except for Midnight picks up 1 point, and there's a 1 point gap between them. But look at this, Dylan's now within a second of Midnight. This is going to go down to the wire, ladies and gentlemen. 3 laps to go, and there's less than a second between the two leaders of this race and the two leaders of this championship. And remember, if Dylan wins this race, he's going to take the lead of the championship. If Midnight wins this race, he takes the lead of the championship.
Is saving ERS.
Oh yeah, I'd expect him to, as both are saving ERS. Dylan's got to save as well. Oh, wait, what happened there? I don't know what happened there.
No,
He's lost a little bit of ground.
Sam goes really wide and he goes back to P5.
He has DRS, but how has he lost it there? 2 laps to go, or 3 laps to go really, but he had a little bit of
He
a
gets a better exit of Lazarus.
he had a little bit of a lag spike there, but he's still a second behind. He's in within a second. Has he got DRS? Let's find out, shall we?
DRS? Yes, he does.
He does have a
DRS.
DRS. And yes, that is correct, Gavin. I will have a heart attack in a minute if this continues, because look at this, 3 laps to go.
Oh my god.
In a second between the 2 championship leaders, both stuck on 80 points before the race started. Wolbeck set the fastest at 1 minute 44.8. At the moment, he is picking up 2 points. It's a pretty decent race by him. 1 ball in 9th, though he's not had the race that he probably would have wanted to end off this season. But at the moment, Dylan's still less than a second off Midnight at the moment. He has gained through the last sector, so it's going to be interesting to see what the DRS is going to say with Midnight. Oh my word, Lawman's 6 seconds behind. Plix is right behind Lawman's as well, so we've got a battle for the podium, we've got a battle for the race win, and a battle for the championship win. Also Sem just behind as well, on the better tyres as well. How long are those softs going to last him? Are they going to go 2 more laps? But look at Dylan, he's pretty much right on Midnight's tail now. Very close between these two championship leaders, and there's a reason why they're championship leaders at the moment. The consistency of Midnight and the heart, the fierce heart that Dylan has to get right back at the front and get right back in this battle. Look how close they're going to be, and down to the bus stop chicane. Dylan has really been better than Midnight through here. There is yellow flags in sector 2. We're not sure who that is.
For Wolbeck.
Has he spun or something? I do not know what's happened.
He spun at 1.
Anyway, let's go down into the first corner here.
Plix.
But yeah,
Plix could dive down Lorman since the last race he won't.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second, but let's look at this battle though. So first, still 7 tenths off for Dylan, but he's got a lap to do, so he will have DRS. So, but look at Midnight. I have to think Midnight got the worst exit. Sorry, the worst exit.
He put
than
it into
Dylan.
overtake mode, and
no, he hasn't. He's got no ERS. It's not close enough, but look how much he's gained.
Was saving ERS through the whole Camel Straight.
Gavin has completely said the words that I want to say.
3 wide, and
this is very close between them as well. Yeah, Semno still in 4th place. He's probably going to take a move for Lawmans into this corner. This is very risky here. Very close between them.
He pushes him.
Who's going to come out? I don't know who's going to come out here. Look how very close it is. Sem trying to give him a little bit of space. Oh my word. A little bit of contact, but he's still stick wide. Look at Tony, not Tony, Plix right behind as well. As we're saying this, look at Dylan. He's look at Dylan. He's 3 tenths off Midnight. It's just going to go down to the wire, isn't it? It should go right down to the wire for the podium place and for also the race win and the championship lead. Oh my word! Stay tuned. We have one more lap.
Into the bus stop, or will he wait for the Camel Straight?
I do not know what he'll wait for. I'll probably wait for the Camel Straight. But let's look at Dylan. Dylan will probably wait till the Camel Straight since he'll have DRS.
Behind.
If we have DRS in the first corner, will he use it or will he'll just save ERS in my opinion?
I'd stay back.
I'd just stay back as well. Midnight at the moment is fluctuating between them, but look at Dylan. Yep, look at him. He's staying back. Midnight's gone wide. Midnight's gone wide. This is a plan for Midnight. This is a plan for Midnight.
Strategic.
This is strategic right here, but he has got ahead. Dylan will have DRS through this sector. This is going to be very close between these two. This is probably one of the last chances for Dylan to take the race lead and maybe even the championship lead here. Look at the run. Look at the run he's got. Oh, they've touched. A little bit of a touch there. Oh my word, they're side by side through this corner. Look at Dylan feeling the pressure very side by side. He's going to come back. This is going to be amazing. Midnight's spun. The contact. Midnight's spun. It's happened. You were right. You predicted it. You predicted it correctly. Although it didn't mean a retirement, you predicted it correctly. Dylan has. Oh my word.
Oh, he's waiting for him.
Oh, he mustn't do that.
Back the position?
I think he might give back the position. This is going to be very respectful from Dylan. If so, I don't think he should do that though. Since this is his championship lead, he'll give away. If so, Gavin is asking if you can check the penalties. Can you check them for me, Minty? Because obviously this is the last lap right now, and I think Dylan has let him catch up a little bit, which is fair enough. Oh my word, though, these two. Right now, it's very close. As Sem's caught up as well, and Lawman's as well. Sem at the moment goes a little bit wide, but it looks like he's going to stay in for third place, but look how close it is between these two.
None of them have penalties.
I think Dylan's... None of them have penalties.
Calculations.
None of them have penalties. Look at Midnight. He's catching up to Dylan big time here.
Oh.
Look at this.
This happened again.
Chicane. It's going to be very, very close. Look at him. He's going to try and
Round
make a move.
outside.
Round the outside. Very close. Who's going to take the race win here? Dylan's probably going to try to switch back.
Trying to get
Is it going to work? Is it going to work? It's not going to work. Midnight's going to take the race win. Midnight's took the race win. Oh my word.
We never realised Sam got into P3 on the last lap.
What has Dylan done? Dylan has given away his race win. Dylan's given away his race win. Oh my word, Norman's down to P6. That's damaging for him, but look at that, Dylan. Dylan has given away his race win. He must be absolutely fuming now, because now Midnight is taking the lead of the championship, and not only that, he's taking a pretty commanding lead of the championship now. It's 4 points lead, I believe. Oh my word, though.
Yes,
I cannot believe that. I know it's only 4 points, but Dylan had such an opportunity there to take that race win, and that's probably not what he had in mind. But what happened? Oh my word. Ah, Jesus Christ. Midnight wins this race.
So
Dylan should have won it, but Dylan pretty much gave Midnight.
Bahrain, if Midnight crashes out, Dylan will have to get P5 at least to get the title.
In my opinion, Dylan's just said he'll get a penalty otherwise. I'm not so sure. I felt like it was a bit of a racing incident. It was very close between you two. Maybe a little bit more space could have been given, but oh my word. Minty, you predicted it, mate. You predicted that was going to happen. Maybe not the fact that Midnight would come back for the win, but Dylan, very respectful there. Maybe not what he had in mind to give the race win, but he did probably get back on the 5 seconds just in case penalties were handed out for him for that. But he didn't have in mind that Midnight was going to win. And although it says on this game that Dylan's celebrating, but Dylan will probably not be celebrating with that. He probably wanted to take the P1 in the end and take the race victory, but there we go. Midnight wins this race and he takes the championship lead by 4 points. It is so close now, and we go to our finale knowing that these two are going to be in a massive battle till the end of the season, and they've been there till the end of the season, and only 4 points between the two. And obviously we'll see you next week in Bahrain, but we're not going to leave you there just yet, guys. We're going to go through where everyone has finished, and obviously I had to screenshot this, and obviously after that everything will be wrapped up. So Midnight takes the race win controversially. Maybe it should have gone to Dylan, but Midnight wins it. Dylan finishes second, Sem in third, Plix fourth, Tim in fifth, Lawman's in sixth on his debut. Good drive for Renault today though, fifth and sixth, definitely good points for them too. Tony in seventh, Womble takes up the final point in eighth. Although, let's have a look at who has got the fastest lap point. I think
Walbieg.
It has gone to Walbieg quite convincingly as well. 1 minute 44.5, completely off the charts. I mean, Womble was close as well, but Banana Josh in 10th, I'm a D, and everyone else had ended up retiring. Oh my word. What a race. Probably the race of the season in terms of the controversy at the end. Oh my god!
Controversy in Bahrain.
I think we definitely will. From what I'm told by Liam and other people in this league who I talk to, they've told me whenever they've been in races, whenever they've been in Bahrain in leagues, it has sparked controversy and has been one of the most thrilling races of the season. So next week we will see you for the finale of season 1, and probably the greatest finale we could ever bring you. We were never expecting this battle to happen, but 4 points between first and second. Who will take the championship and who will get the silver medal at the end of the season? And we will join you next week for the Bahrain Grand Prix, Saturday at 8 PM. Do not miss it. It's going to be an absolutely crucial race, the most important race of the season. We will see you next week. I've been Sam, I've been your main commentator, and I have been with
Cat named Minty.
And we will see you in Bahrain.